Hi everyone. I've been asked to show what the difference between a sewing machine and then a sewing and embroidery is. So I'm showing you today the Janome S9. Now the S9, you might have heard me talk a lot about the Janome's S6, S7. The stitches up here vary. You got the AccuFeed foot, which is what I will tote the greatest thing ever that they've ever invented on a sewing machine is on it. Okay, what we're missing here is for someone who wants to dabble into embroidery. So when we go up to the S9, if you look, it's the exact same machine, but I put on an embroidery unit on the back. And that's going to come and it just slides on. But now I have a complete different menu on my screen. So if you look, I got the same screen right now. The S9 has more stitches, all of the greatest quilting stitches that you're going to be able to do. But I'm going to switch it over. It's got one more thing, and I'm going to switch it over to say, let's embroider. Now you might want to take a look at this screen. So from the S7 to the S9, you're gaining a lot more quilting stitches up here. You take my classes and you will learn what each one of those stitches are for and all the cool feet, and they're awesome. Candle wicking, all this stuff that you didn't even know was out here. Very, very simple. I'll show you some samples in a minute to be able to give you some ideas what they are. But what I want you to do is to see from the S7 to the S9, it's the same screen. Okay, it's going to do more, but that's the same. Now, all I have to do is to push this button, and it's going to say switch to embroidery mode. So I'm going to say okay. And it's going to bring up embroidery designs. Now, it's wireless. So therefore, you can just bring up any design, say okay. You can change it, you can size it, you can adjust it. It's going to be able to be done into embroidery to be able to do it. So just for something to go, I'm just going to let the machine run, but there's lots of designs built into the machine. Now, there's tons of designs on the internet. So it's got a couple hundred designs built in and all the alphabet built in and all that sort of thing built in, but there is millions of designs on the internet that you can get. You can get software and you can design your own. You can create a lot of fun stuff. So we're just going to go back to embroidery. I'm going to say okay, and I'm just going to bring up lettering just so you can see something being ran. We have the usage classes to be able to teach you everything. I'm going to say okay. Keep your hands clear. The carriage is going to move to the size it's doing it. I have to do nothing, but I can change it, of course, but I don't want to. I just want to put my presser foot down and I want to start. So when you are sewing along, you want to do a little bit of embroidery, you want to put a quilt label on it. This is something that's really, really fun, not a major expense to be able to add to it. So just being able to do something simple like this, and I just sewed this out just so I could see exactly where I wanted it on my sweatshirt, because it's going to go on my sweatshirt because of it says life is better at the beach. So you Floridians, I have friends in Myrtle Beach. It's going to be a fun thing for us to be able to do. Now, fun things like this. It's just a mug rug. Of course, we're from Ohio. Ohio State's going to have to prevail. But let me tell you, you give somebody a grandpa, you give somebody a mug rug, your son, they love them if it's got their team name on them. So just fun stuff like that puts personalization into your work. And let me tell you, it's fun for you too, because it's so creative. Little grandkids. Now I just did them for my little one. Okay. She is 5 years old, and she's actually pushing the button for me to be able to do the color. Now, who do you think picked out the purple color? That was her, of course. But isn't it fun? And do you see, I've got the classes where I can teach you how to do it here. Many times I do it on the sleeves. You know why? Because if you go to an expensive store, they're on the sleeves, but they're also $70, $80. And you can do it in a matter of 5 minutes, like right here on the hood. How cute is that? That's because you can. And of course, because you can, we're gonna. So neat stuff. Also, little bags. Now I just grabbed this one real quick, but you can do it as big as your hoop is. So what you're gonna do is your hoop is going to have a program in it, and it's gonna do a rectangle. Sew it on your fabric. You are going to lay the zipper down right in that rectangle, and it will stitch it in and stitch it down. You then lay your next piece down and pull it down this way. It will stitch across, pull it this way. Lay this piece, pull it that way. We got all the tricks. We got all the classes. You're going to be doing this. Now, isn't it fun how we did it out of just a candy bag? Just because this is one of her favorite candies and she loves them. So it was a lightweight. We put a piece of vinyl on it, stitched like a dream. You can do it with potato chip bags, whatever your family's involved on it. We went on a trip and they had, you know how you get bags on a trip, made them out of that. How fun can you do? Embroidery is a different world than quilting. Embroidery is going to add that little bit of a touch. That's what you want an embroidery machine for. Okay, so you just see how easy the embroidery is. I'm done already. That took a matter of 4 minutes. So that's kind of fun things. Doing bigger designs now is easy too. What I want to show you is what's out here now you may not be aware of. A lot of these designs are by different companies, but do you see how this is a square? So this is all thread. The entire thing is thread. The borders are done in thread in the hoop. Yeah, in the hoop. Now, you're going to make the different pieces and then sew them together on your sewing machine. Embroidery is not just putting something on the breast pocket. It's not that anymore. They're making masterpieces. I have pictures of Van Gogh, of nativity scenes, of everything out there from all these different companies that make different things in this aspect. I wanted to show you this one because I thought on film you could see the difference from the red. So I'm still sewing this together. Got it? But I'm able to do all the embroidery, all the quilting in my embroidery machine. So that's pretty dang cool. And that's just a spectacular piece. No one, believe me, no one will believe you did it. These are just fun little things, but do you see how we put the applique on? But of course, that's an embroidery machine. So we're laying it down. It's going to run around and do a straight stitch. Then we're going to put the fabric down, outlined, okay, to go around there. It's going to go around and do another straight stitch. I'm going to trim right up to the green, and then it does the satin stitch for me, all in the hoop. Pretty professional looking, don't you think? Quilting stitches. Do you see how we took our blanket stitch here and we created it? On the Janomes, of course, you can use the heavy threads. Most machines can't handle. So that's kind of a cool thing. And this one is another aspect that you can do edge to edge. Now, edge to edge, Christine O'Connor has lots of videos on Sew It Online, but you are actually hooping your hoop, and it's going to stop. You're going to re-hoop your hoop and keep on going. So how fun it is to be able to do long arming quilting basically on your embroidery machine. So that's a very, very, very easy, fun thing to do. It's easy to do. You can size things, you can adjust things, you can move things over, you can add things. We have the videos to be able to teach you how to do every aspect of this embroidery. Again, you want to get a design off the internet. You want to buy a design. You're going to bring it up on your tablet or your phone, and you can wirelessly send it now. Back in the day, we used to have to use floppies back in. Then we went to CDs, and we went to USB sticks, and now we're wireless. So how cool is that? You can do it right off your phone and right off your tablet. So it's so, so, so simple. So let's go over the S9 functions again and the features. Embroidery is pretty much limited, unlimited, as far as your size is your hoop of what you're being able to do. You have got the cutter built in. You've got the presser foot lifter up and down. I'm going to slide over to the S7 just because I have this set up for embroidery now. So if I want to take this off, I just unscrew my hoop. And the cool thing about the Janome is that this bar in the back, is just going to push a button and this is going to come over. You only have this big of an embroidery unit to store. If you're not a big embroiderer, you don't have to have the whole thing on all the time. It can stay on while you sew. That's a big one. I don't like taking it off. I like to keep it on. But if you're storing it, then it's a small thing to store, and it's very easy to do and very easy to put on. So back to the sewing machine itself. The AccuFeed foot is, to me, the most important thing. There's feed dogs underneath here. There's feed dogs on top. I feel like I harp this so much I don't have to repeat it, but you're gonna walk over, okay? Put your presser foot down. You don't have to have a foot control, but mine's here, so I can go right through here. The AccuFeed is going to keep your fabric exactly evenly to go right through anything. And I don't care if you're using the lightest weight chiffon or the heaviest weight upholstery, you're going to be able to walk over it. So I just had a customer yesterday in the store that brought in this super lightweight chiffon, and then she tested me and she went through all the different fabrics. I should have videoed it for you, but watch now, just to make sure you understand. This is a very heavy coarse denim that I use. Now, why do I use it? Because I want you to see how simple it is to be able to go through this type of fabric on your machine. Do you see? I can billow through it, but there's a lot of times you want to have control of what you're doing. So we're looking at the S9. Now, the reason the person for this machine is someone who wants the heaviest duty machine. I would say does a wide variety of sewing. One day might be doing the purses that are so popular now, and the next day might be quilting, and the next day hemming something, and then of course taking care of our husbands or our kids on their blue jean jackets. At that person, you want to be able to get the AccuFeed. You want to add this to be able to put a little personal touches for you. The quilt label. I can't stand when they make this gorgeous quilt and they don't put "with love to who" and "love grandma" on the back. That's crazy that you don't keep credit for it. The year is nice because then 20 years later, it's kind of sentimental that they've had the quilt for 20 years. Quilt labels are a cinch on here. Let's make sure when you go and my daughter got married, I put a sunflower on every machine, or on every towel, and I put Kelly's Kitchen, Karen's Kitchen, and all I did was just have to change the name, because I put the kitchen and the sunflower permanently in my machine. I added the name, made one for everybody for the shower gift. It was fun stuff to be able to do. So again, extremely high powered, extremely high quality metal machine. We added embroidery. That's what the fun is. If you're an embroiderer or want to dabble embroidery, this is the machine for you. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe so you won't miss future tutorials. For more help, visit sewitonline.com. Join our little community and keep making beautiful things. Bye for now. Happy sewing.